Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we're going to be looking at a beer from the Marble Brewery in Manchester, in England, and it is a bottle of their Weizen 5.5% beer, obviously German style wheat beer. I've had majority of the beers from that Marble have produced over the years. I'm a big fan, but they're kind of most commonly known for producing lowish ABV beers from kind of maybe 3.8 up to kind of 5.96%, but packed full of hops, packed full of kind of dry hopping. I mean, when I think of dry hopping in the UK, Marble are definitely one of those breweries that really make the most of that brewing technique. And I've never had anything from Marble of this style. They've done a couple of Belgian influenced things. They've done some cracking barley wines and some really good, outstanding imperial stout called Decadence. Cool looking bottle. Oh yes, by the way, it looks. I mean, some people might think it looks plain, that bottle, but I think it looks great. It's designed by a guy who used to work with Peter Saville Associates, graphic design company based in Manchester, kind of responsible for the artwork for like Joy Division, well, for Factory Records really, so kind of iconic kind of design work for Joy Division and New Order and people like that. And I think it looks cool. I always wanted a Marble t-shirt. Used to have a couple of friends who worked there, but yeah. Anyway, let's get this open. I'm using my, came off alarmingly quickly, that top didn't seem to be on that kind of firm. Anyway, I've got my crazy event in this glass. Yeah, I mean, it's a Weizen of some sort. Anyway, let's get in the glass. Less yabbering. I'm sure I'm going to get a head like an animal on this beer. But I use this glass because it's got a really nice big bowl at the top, but also it's got those kind of long straight sides that I guess you'd want for a beer of this style as well, so that carbonation can rush up the side. Anyway, in the bottle, whoa! Don't know if you can really pick up on the camera, but the carbonation is absolutely streaming up that glass, just up that kind of long thin neck, absolutely streaming up it. In colour, it's interesting. Once again, I guess the glassware plays a role in that. Lower down, it's quite pale. Further up, it's a bit more of a kind of a dusky orange colour, like a really pale gold. But loads of carbonation, a nice fluffy kind of foamy head, like kind of soap suds. Yeah, it's not going to be a regular Weizen, I'd imagine. It's a Marble Weizen. Everything. I mean, if it's an imperial stout, if it's a barley wine, if it's a pale ale, there's a real significant characteristic that Marble has. Anyway, let's have a sniff. Oh, ahead of myself then. Oh. As I was just saying, it's without doubt a Marble beer. It's got those stereotypical kind of wheat beer style kind of notes. It's got those banana and clove qualities, but they sit side by side perfectly with, as I was saying, this really nice dry hop quality, fresh hops, but kind of melding together with those clove and banana qualities, lemon. Oh, wow. Let's have a bit of a swirl. Oh, hint of fresh gingerbread. Yeah, cloves, orange, lemon peel, loads of lemon juice. Oh, that's exactly. I mean, I had no expectations for this beer. I were a bit kind of slightly pessimistic, so I think this isn't Marble. This isn't typically Marble. But when you smell it, it's so typically a Marble beer. Anyway, my mouth is watering at the thought of having a taste of this beer. Anyway, cheers. and it is exactly as it promised. On the nose. So it took me 5 minutes to get it in my mouth. It is exactly what it should be. Anybody who's a fan of Marble beers, and as I keep saying, it's all about the hops. It's all about dry hopping and really lovely, fresh hop quality, zesty, lively hops. But it's that, and it's a typical Weizen. If it didn't have all those hops in there, it would be a real faithful version of this style of beer, the traditional quality of it. But then they do their bit, their typically Marble bit, and turn it into that, which is a super, well, I won't say super hoppy, a very hoppy version of a traditional German Weizen. There's a load of flavour straight away. It just comes at you. It's not. I say that it's not aggressive, but the flavour keeps coming and coming and coming and coming. Initial, it's quite chalky and really bright. It's really bright and got a bit of lemon in there. But there's something about it. The quality of the beer in your mouth really kind of lights everything up. And then it's in and out. It's in and out with kind of bitter hops, with lemon. Definitely quite a lot of lemon in this one. Bits of grapefruit, and it's in and out. And then it's coming back in with that clove quality and that banana-iness, which is a bit maybe like a digestive crust to a the base of a cheesecake. There's a little bit of that in there as well. It's really weird, because you don't expect, excuse me, it's a bit gassy. As you can see, that carbonation is still streaming up from the glass. And I'm quaffing this, which I shouldn't do really. Hops have died out a little bit on the nose. I think they're sitting a bit closer to that typical quality of the Weizen now. Yeah. Oh, it's mental. Oh, it's really mental. It is, as I just said, those flavours dart in and out. First it's lemon and hops and grapefruit, and then it's kind of a smooth, biscuity, clovey banana quality, and then it's back out and it's back in, it's back out. It works for me. A purist probably would say, won't be going for that. But this is the progression of beer style. I know Schneider did the Hopfenweiss with Brooklyn Brewery, which has a similarity to this, maybe a little bit more faithful and not as hoppy. But then again, if you're drinking Hopfenweiss at Brooklyn Brewery, I'm sure it might be a whole different experience. Might be a lot hoppier, because this is the hoppy Weizen. Hoppy Weizen. I think I've just developed a style. Hoppy Weizen. But for me, as somebody who's excited about kind of progression of craft beer and real ale and whatever you want to call it, beer. That's what you should call it, beer. Progression of beer styles. This is it. In Germany, I don't see a great deal. There is, I'm sure there is an undercurrent of kind of independence. I think there's a brewery called Kaufeld or something, Kaufeld, which are doing interesting kind of American influence things. Not everything has to be American influenced. Stick to what you do, and then change it a little bit. Make it a bit more exciting. Put some more hops in it. Muck around with your yeast, but stick to what you are known for, and build on it. I guess that's what how nations should progress as far as their beer industry goes. In a nutshell, wow. So big words, sorry. I think I sound a bit like a politician then. Anyway, I'm excited about that. because if you came to me, you didn't even have to call it a Weizen, you could call it British wheat beer, and I'd have been overly happy with that. I'd have been over the moon, to be honest, because that is exactly where we should be heading. Anyway, I'm just checking the time, 10 minutes 22. I think I should sew up on this one, because what more is there to say? This is fantastic, and this is where we should be going as a nation of beer drinkers. This was developed in Germany, this style. It was brewed by some guys in Manchester. They put their slant on it and turned it into something that you can as is traditional style, but with that little something different, and putting their footprints on the beer style and making it uniquely theirs. So I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed by that, and I know some people who else would be loving that. Call me a hophead, but it's an improvement on a traditional style and a lovely version. Anyway, I'm waffling. So that is Marble Brewery's Weizen, 5.5%, and as it says on the bottle, a German style wheat beer. A Manchester brewed, German influenced wheat beer. Cracking stuff. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.